and welcome to Engines of Metra, inspired by Amtrak Guy 365. Today, we'll be talking about the Metra F40Cs. Before we talk about the F40C, let's talk about what Metra really is. Metra is a commuter railroad in the Chicago metropolitan area. The railroad operates 241 stations on 11 different rail lines. It is the fourth busiest commuter rail system in the United States by ridership and the largest and busiest rail system outside the New York City metropolitan area. Now, let's get back to the Metra F40C. The EMD F40C is a 6-axle, 3,200 horsepower diesel-electric locomotive built by General Motors Electromotive Division in 1974 for commuter service in Chicago. The F40C is derived from the EMD SDP-40F. The primary difference between the two is the substitution of a 500 kilowatt generator for the SDP-40F's steam generator. It is powered by a 16-cylinder EMD 645E3B, producing 3,200 horsepower. It uses the same frame as the EMD SD40-2, giving it an overall length of 68 feet 10 inches. In the early 1970s, the Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, and Pacific Railroad, also known as the Milwaukee Road, operated 2 commuter rail lines in Chicago, Chicago to Fox Lake and the Chicago to Elgin line. Operation of these lines was subsidized by local transit agencies. In 1974, 2 local agencies, the Northwest Suburban Mass Transit District and the North Suburban Mass Transit District, funded the purchase of 15 F40Cs for use on the Milwaukee lines. The locomotives passed Metra on the latter's creation in the 1980s, but continue to operate on the ex-Milwaukee lines. The F40C was withdrawn from regular service with the arrival of the new MPI MP36PH-3S locomotives in 2003 to 2004. 13 locomotives were sold to the locomotive leasing corporations, although Units 611 and 614 were retained and kept on the property in Western Avenue Rail Yard. In the spring of 2009, Units 611 and 614 were placed back into revenue service on both of the Metra's ex-Milwaukee Road commuter lines. This was done to cover schedules while the oldest units in Metra's EMD F40PH fleet were being rebuilt. Towards the end of 2016, with many F40PH-2 and F40PH-M-2 locomotives being sent out for rebuild, there is an increased likelihood that the 611 and 614 will be put back into service, along with the small fleet of HEP-equipped EMD SD70 MAC locomotives operating on the Alaska Railroad. The F40Cs were the last 6-axle passenger locomotives in daily service in North America. 611 and 614 are retained for the purpose of filling the roles of locomotives that have broken down or are being rebuilt. Despite this, neither locomotives have seen regular service since 2012. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Engines of Metra. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Our next episode, we will be reviewing the Metra F40PH locomotive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.